Hello students, in this session we will study about the equal area criteria for the transient stability analysis. So as we have seen that the steady state stability can be predicted from the roots of characteristic equation, clear, or I can say from the synchronizing power coefficients. Okay, and same way for the transient stability analysis we can use the equal area criteria. So let us understand the concept and theory of equal area criteria for the transient stability analysis. Clear? So for that, consider the SMIB system, single machine infinite bus system. Clear? And for that, let us write down the swing equation for the system. If you wish, you can draw the SMIB system that single machine is connected to the infinite bus. Single machine which is connected to the infinite bus having the voltage with angle delta here, infinite bus voltage V angle 0, transfer reactance X, and the power transferred to the machine to the infinite bus. Here, so here we have considered the single machine infinite bus system, and the swing equation for this machine or from the rotor dynamics I can say or you can know very well that d square delta or m d square delta upon dt square is equal to pm minus pe, clear, or pm minus pe which is equal to pa which is the acceleration power. So I can write d square delta upon dt square which is equal to pa by m, the equation number 1. If you wish you can write where m is equal to h upon pi f in per unit. Clear? So here let let me remind you again. Here we have considered the single machine infinite bus system where the one machine is connected to an infinite bus. Let me remind you again. Infinite concept of infinite bus is where the voltage and frequency will remain the constant or in acceptable limit. Clear? So from the rotor dynamics, I have written the swing equation for this machine which is connected to the infinite bus which is md square delta upon dt square is equal to pa, and this final equation number 1. Now let us understand the concept of stability as we have derived for the small signal stability analysis. So first we will understand the graphically and then mathematically. So consider the delta versus t, or from delta versus t curve we can predict the stability. Okay, so if there is a change in your system or any disturbance in your system, then there is a rotor experience the oscillation, and after this oscillation the oscillation is die out with respect to time, then you can say that the system is in stable operating condition. And if it loss or if it is goes on increasing without any bound, then it is known as the unstable operation of your system, or the will machine may lose the synchronism. Clear? So from this diagram we can predict a two operating condition of this SMIB system. The one is unstable operation where the machine will lose the synchronism and the out of step from the system, and the another one which is the stable operating condition stable operating condition where we can say that if after the first swing or after the first peak of the angle delta, it will goes on decreasing with over the time, then we can say that it will be remain in stable operating condition, or we can say that oscillatory stability of our power system. Clear? So yes, from at that point, if the d delta by dt, that means change in angle with respect to time or over time, is reduced to zero, then the system will be remain in stable operating condition. So here theoretically from this diagram we have to explain the two operating condition. The first one is a stable operating condition and second one is unstable operating condition, where we can conclude that if the d by d delta, that means after the first swing, that means after the disturbances, if the change in angle with respect to time is reduced, that that means it will be in stable operation. Clear? So we can say that even mathematically also, for the stable condition, for the stable operating condition, d delta by dt is equal to 0. So it's equation number 2. And the system will be unstable if the d delta by dt is greater than 0, then the system is unstable. Clear? So this is how we can predict the stability of the system from this d delta versus t plot. Clear? If you wish, you can write figure 2 delta versus t plot. Clear? So now next step is just multiply. I hope you are clear up to this. And the next step is multiply this equation number 1 by both the side with 2d delta by dt. With this factor, we have to multiply this equation number 1. So we can get the 2d delta by dt into d delta square upon dt square, which is equal to 2 pa by m d delta by dt. Clear? Now just integrate this equation both the side, we will get the final answer. Integrating both the side, if you wish you can write, yes, integrate this equation with this equation at both the side. Let's take the integration of this equation at both the side. We will get d delta by dt whole square, which is equal to 2 by m, which is a constant, will take out from this integration, and with the condition of delta 0 to delta, or you can take as a delta max, pa into d delta. The answer of this integration of the equation of above equation. Clear? So just make the subject to the d delta by dt, which is equal to 2 by m to integration delta 0 to delta pa d delta raised to 1/2. Equation number 4. Clear? Yes, this one is equation number 3, which shows the unstable operation of system. Clear? So next, delta 0, here the delta 0 is initial operating condition of machine. That means before any disturbance. Before any disturbance, the delta 0 shows the initial operating condition. So from the equation number 2 and 3, if we consider for the stable operation of the system, then from the equation number 2 and 4, we can write 2 by m, just Yes, let me write the different color. From the equation number 2 and 4, if we consider the stable operating system, then substitute d delta by dt is equal to 0. So we'll get the final equation as 2 by m integration delta 0 to delta pa d delta, which is equal to 0. So final equation number 5. Yes, I hope you are clear up to the equation number 5. So from this equation number 5, you can plot the P delta curve or PA delta curve, and from that we can conclude the stability or transient stability of the system. Clear? So just plot the PA delta curve from the equation number 5. So let us draw the PA delta curve. Yeah, it's the Pmax and delta versus PA curve. Clear? So let us understand the condition of stability. So the system is stable. Here from this graph you can conclude the system is stable if the area under the PA delta curve reduced to 0 at some value of delta, or in other words I can say the positive. That means, let us understand with the example. Let us consider the normal operating condition as we have discussed in earlier. Normal operating condition, if the PM0 is mechanical power input, at that time we will derive the PE0 electrical power output at an angle of delta 0. Clear? Now, due to some disturbance, if the power is increased, and with respect to that the angle delta also increase, which is delta 0 plus delta delta. Clear? And the increased in power, which is P0 plus delta P or PE. Clear? So yes, here from this curve, if this area, that means area between, if a normal operating point is A, and after the disturbance, if the rotor start accelerating and it is reached at the point B, but due to the self weight of the rotor, it will not immediately stop at the point B, but it will goes on increasing up to some point, or which is say point C, and then after it will be back again somewhere over here, somewhere over here. So the delta is oscillate between the point A and C. Angle delta or rotor is oscillate between this point A and C, and after some time it will get stable at point B. It will get stable at point B with an angle of delta 0 plus delta delta. Clear? So here we will get the different point, which is C. Now the condition of stability for this, the condition of stability, if the area under the accelerating curve, that means from A to B, and the area under the deceleration curve is remain equal, then and then it is known as equal area criteria. And if the A1 is equal to A2, at that time the system will remain stable after being subjected to any severe disturbance, or in the case of transient stability. So the conclusion of this theory is the positive, that means the acceleration area under the PA delta curve must be equal to negative, that means the decelerating area, and hence the name is equal area criteria for transient stability analysis. Again I will repeat, if the area under the PA delta curve, that means acceleration area and the deceleration area will remain equal, then it is a stable operating condition after being subjected to any disturbance. Clear? If A1 is equal to A2, then the system is stable for transient stability analysis. Clear? When you can observe over here, the initial operating condition angle delta 0, but after being subjected to any disturbance, this is the point, operating point A, it will reach to the point C. Over here, just compare into this graph over here at C point. But now due to due to some protective scheme or damping torque, it will be, or positive synchronizing coefficient, it will be goes on decreasing. That means after first swing of delta, it will goes on decreasing, oscillate and set at some point B. That means at a new operating point, which is delta 0 plus delta delta. Clear? So here, if these two, both the areas are equal, then and then we can say that after being subjected to any severe disturbance, the system will remain in stable operating condition. And if if the A1 not equal to A2, that means the acceleration area does not equal to the deceleration area, then the system is in unstable operation. That means the angle delta is goes on increasing without any bound, and system will be in unstable and the machine will lose the synchronism. That means in out of step condition. Clear? So I hope you have clear the concept of equal area criteria. Using this concept, we have to derive the different cases of transient stability analysis. So again, let me remind you, we have considered one single machine infinite bus system, SMIB system, where we have written the swing equation of that system, and then after just we get an idea stable and unstable operation of this system, where they may be in stable operating condition or where it will be in unstable operating condition. So from this graph you can say that if the d delta by dt will 0, then the system is stable. That means the change in angle with respect to time is reduced or stable, then the system is, we can say it is in normal or stable operating condition. And if this d delta by dt greater than 0, then the delta is goes on increasing without any bound, so system will be in unstable operating condition. Clear? So just simple this mathematical operation, just we have to multiply this equation number 1 with 2d delta by dt, then integrate this equation, we will get the final equation for the stable operating condition. That means a condition at d delta by dt is equal to 0 in this equation number 4. So we will get the final equation, and from that we have plot the PA delta curve, and from this we can say that the system will remain in stable operating condition if and only if the both the area, that means area under the PA delta curve for the acceleration and deceleration will remain same, then the system is in stable operating condition, else it is unstable operation of the system. Clear? In next session we will see the different cases of transient stability analysis. I hope you have clear up to this.